Okay, so pre-market here, we're watching MRIN. We do have a lot of stocks on the scan today as well. So MRIN's one. It just had a massive drop here though, so I don't really like that. Now it's kind of going below VWAP. AEMD. AMD is another one that's on the scans. Let me see if the daily would load right. It's definitely gapping up here. Okay, there it is. So it gapped up, and it does have this small range to break through. If you can break through 5 and actually continue up towards 6, we can see a huge ride up, possibly towards 7 and maybe even 9. That's where our next resistance level would be most likely. ONTX. So ONTX kind of gapped up a little bit, nothing crazy. The daily is okay. It does have room to the 200 though, but not after this resistance level at 6, and then we have another one at 7. So we have to break through those levels, and right now it's also below VWAP, so I'm also not interested in this one. WIMI just completely sideways. Again, it's in huge resistance spots here. It's touching the 20 right now, and it's also about to hit the 50. If it can somehow break through those levels, then we can see, our next spot being $5 and then the 200, which is at 550. But again, another one I'm not super interested in. ATER, the way that it gapped up this morning, it's basically above the last, the previous daily high. I think it might make a small move, a quick pop, and then, start fading. That's what I'm assuming, because it's already pretty extended off its 50 and 20. So I would say that this one's going to make a small move and then, start dropping again. Unless this somehow takes off and breaks this daily high at 19, then shoot, I have no idea. I mean, what it could do, honestly, is pull back to around 13, and then from there take off all the way back up to high a day. So let's see what this does in the last, or in the next couple minutes. You can see it's taking off your pre-market. Again, I'm not gonna trade this one today. I'm already done with this one, I think. So there's 15, there's a break of 15. Similar to yesterday's move, it had a huge, 1 minute candle in the first minute. Second minute, it was holding the level, and then boom, just dropped. So let's see if this gives us the same, move here. Again, I'm not planning on trading this one. I just kind of watch and see what it does. Like I said, I think it's gonna pop and then start fading. I don't think it's gonna make such a huge move today. Just because of these past 2 candles are both, topping tails here. It's not really like there was volume, but it was nothing compared to this ride up here, and I think it's kind of like dying out. So I think this needs more time to actually make a big move, but we'll see. So it's holding this level. It broke down to 1470 here, and now it's back at 15, holding 15. This is kind of how I got trapped in the last one. Holding this level, I bought in and then just tanked. So let's see what it does here. There's a drop. We're in the 70s now. We get into the 60s and 50s. That's a real question. Nothing else seems to be really moving on the scans though. AEMD's popping up, but not by much. 1 cent. ONTX popping up as well, but about 10 cents. Nothing special. So this one seems pretty top heavy, around 15. Can't really break this level significantly, at least. So you see there, it went to 1502, now it's back in the 80s. See if this is gonna break the next, or the previous 1 minute low here. There's 76. the 5 and 10 minute both don't look so good right now, so this one to me is kind of just I can't really say for now. I can't say for sure because it does look pretty strong, or not strong, but it looks pretty good on the 1 minute. You know, not a whole lot of red volume coming in, and it's holding this, you know, 1480 level. So let's see if this is going to continue sideways, or we're going to see a ramp up. So here's a break at the 1 minute low, and it's nothing too significant. It's going to hit VWAP here. Here's the 50. There we go. So there's a breakdown below VWAP. Hit our support line here. See if it'll bounce and hold the support line or keep continuing for the break of 14. WIMI's popping up on the scans here. Made a 2-cent move, still nothing crazy. So ATER looks like it's holding this bottom pretty well. It's not really popping, and it's gonna have a hard time breaking above VWAP. So I mean, if anything, this would be a potential short entry here. I just see it filling this small gap on the daily, and then just, you know, breaking lower. It needs a pullback on the daily at least. So if we want to see this continue higher, I think we just need a couple days of recession here, and then, you know, a ramp higher. Let's go ahead and check on some other stocks real quick. But like I said, this could just pull back, and then if, you know, maybe in the afternoon it'll be super strong, and then we can see a ramp back up. So we'll see what this wants to do. WIMI here though, made about a 25-30 cent move here. AEMD, nothing crazy. ONTX, nothing crazy. MRIN, again, nothing crazy. CRVS was another one I was watching. This one looks really good for the daily high to break, but it's, I don't know, I'd say it's pretty weak. Not a whole lot of volume in it. I definitely want to see more volume, or at least a curl back towards VWAP. I don't want to see it drop so much lower. 5 minute MACD's crossing, same with the 10 minutes. So we're going to see this one consolidate for a little bit more, I'm sure. High is 954. It's not that far away from it, but I mean, the lower it goes, it's not getting any closer. The ONTX popping on the scans again. So all these stocks are below VWAP. I'm just not really interested in them. ATER is the only one that was actually above, and look at that. Like I said, it shot all the way back up. That's impressive. That's weird how this one just does that. So it's so crazy. So I'm not gonna get in here. Probably won't even take a trade today just by how everything's going. It's like nothing's popping up on the scans. We got DVAX as well. This looks pretty good. 10 minute looks pretty good. Filled this gap already, I think. High is 1925. Oh no. So yeah, I can fill a small gap to 1925, and then we can possibly see it to oh wait, 1741, my bad. So it basically filled that gap, about 3 cents off. That one doesn't look so bad though. Small size if I do take one on this one. Go back to ATER. So ATER, I would be going for the high of day on this one, or to break this high, 1668. That's our first major resistance spot. So let me see, let me draw a trend line here. Then we got another one right here. So these are the, I guess, support and resistance lines here. That's what I would be shooting for, is they break at this high, which would be 1668. And after that, we have room all the way up to about 20, which is 19, I guess. So I really do want to trade this. Like, oh my god, I want to get back in, but I know it's not. It would be breaking my rules, and I can't be doing that. After I took 3 losses on that one back to back, basically, and the other day was kind of a struggle too. I I can't get this stock, and I know I shouldn't trade it, so it's already out of my price range. Usually I like to trade stocks between, I think, like 4 and 12. So this one's already way beyond my price range. However, I do like to take trades on these every now and then, such as DVAX. I would take a trade on this one, especially because it's not such a huge mover. It's pretty slow, I'd say. But yeah, ATER is pretty volatile, and with volatility brings opportunity, so you know, why not? But I managed my risk, I'd say, fairly well on it. Only lost 140 when I could have lost way more than that for sure. I could have lost about 300. Sometimes there's some days where I lost 400, 600, 800 just on 300 shares. So that was just, you know, small size of shares, but a significant loss because I wasn't managing my risk properly. I just let it go, and you know, that's what I get. So let's see, what else do we have in the scans? ONTX. So ONTX finally breaking above VWAP, which is awesome to see. Let's see if anything else was breaking above. MRIN. I think this is pulling back to VWAP. It might just drop again. I don't think it has the potential, just because the 10-minute looks kind of gross. AEMD. AEMD, not really any volume in it. I mean, there is, but nothing significant. LIN. BSQR. So BSQR is popping above VWAP, but like I said, it's below my price range. I don't trade anything below 3, below 4 for, like, I can trade in, I guess, 3 to 4, but it has to be moving a lot. This one's just not moving at all. It's really low on volume here. Let's see. We got WIMI. So WIMI's above VWAP, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in this one. It's already hitting its 50. If it can break above the 50 and start seeing, you know, a really nice ramp up, we can see a lot of volume come in, and that'd be great. We could potentially see a move to its 200, but right now it's just not really doing anything. It's kind of dead. ONTX is the one that more people have on watch, I'd say. It's the one that's hitting the scans. CRTD is popping up on the scans. So this one's making about the same move as ONTX, popping, or, you know, making a move towards VWAP, but as you can see, ONTX kind of just rejected that level. So 5-minute looks kind of gross. 10-minute looks like it's indecisive. But I'm going off the 5-minute on this one because it's just, I don't know. It's kind of holding the 580 level, but you see this massive rejection here. Not really feeling it. Let's go back to ATER. Let's see what this one's doing. So this one looks like it's going to break the low on the 5-minute. 1470, it's about to hit that level. We're at 72, 70, so there it just broke. And it's hitting our support line here. See if it breaks to that level as well. It probably will. So now it has room all the way back down to 1430. I don't know. Nothing's really popping on the scans that interests me. WIMI here, nice move. Still a small move. It's only about, I don't know, 15 cents, 10 cents. So nothing significant either. It's breaking through its 50 though, which is cool, but it's hitting this resistance spot here. If I draw it out for you, let's see, right there. So we can see this one hit the scans a couple more times and get more volume in it, get more volatility, then it looks pretty good. So right here we're seeing a lot of volatility come in, actually, a lot of volume. And let's see if it can actually hold this level. I want to see it, you know, maybe a 2-candle pullback or a single candle, and then we can see a ramp back up. It's not too extended off its VWAP at all. Like, it still has a lot of potential to the upside. It's just, I don't know. It's in a big resistance spot here at its 50. So we'll see what this wants to do. Let's go back to ATER, see what this one's doing. ATER now below VWAP. ONTX. ONTX is back up, which is awesome. So we can possibly see the 10-minute break this high, which is around 620. We can see that break, then that looks solid, but I don't know. I don't feel like trading this one. So it has to break through that level. It's about support right here. And then right here is high day, about 1650 or 650, my bad. Okay, back to WIMI. So WIMI kind of pulled back. As you can see, it broke the low here. The low is 430. This one was also 430. Oh, I guess it just got the same low, but I don't know. We got 7 green candles in a row so far. I just want to pull back on it. Like I said, it's not very extended off its VWAP, but still want to pull back for a better entry. LPTX popping on the scans. That was a nice move for its daily high break. Solid. That was here towards the beginning. Let's see. We have one ramp up, a pullback, second run up. This one should have pulled back, I think, so we can get a third run up, but I don't know. Also, nothing significant here either. The market's kind of just dead at the moment, I'd say. ATER is just whippy sideways. You can see it's trading within this small range here of about 1550 to 1450. Just trading in this dollar range, and I think later today we're going to see it pick a side, which one it wants to go, or which way it wants to go. I think it's still towards the downside. I think this daily needs to pull back a little bit, but I don't know. Only time will tell. MRIN fading, ONTX sideways. I don't like that it has so many top and tails here. Hit VWAP rejected, massive rejection right here. A lot of red volume in there. Same with this candle, a lot of red volume, and 2 massive red candles. So big rejection, and now it's hovering on VWAP. I'm not really feeling it. The 10-minute doesn't look so hot either, especially if it opens this low. 5 minutes not looking so great. I think this is a good opportunity, to take a short on it. Which let me see if I can try actually. And wait for this next candle to open, see what this wants to do. I kind of want to see it break below VWAP. It might even pop a little bit and then start breaking down, but oh shoot, I accidentally bought. I'm gonna sell there. So, that was a mistake. I gotta fix my hotkeys at that point. Oh, you know what? I pressed the wrong hotkey. That's why. That sucks. That's alright. So. Either way, it wouldn't have gone my way like that. It's just taken off at this point, so I was completely wrong on the 10-minute then. So that was well, what was an accident could have been an actual pretty good winner there. 97 all the way to 13. It probably would have got filled at around 10. So that would have been a 13-cent move regardless. That would have been pretty nice. But even if, let's say I did hold it, I would be going for the 5-minute high break, which was 1617 or 617, which it just broke. So now it's actually kind of doing some work, but see if it can break through this resistance level and hold. So as soon as it hit that resistance level in the 20s, all the way back down, look at that nasty flush. That's gross. So like I told you, I feel it was going to do a little pop and then drop. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. I didn't expect it to go that high actually, but I kind of felt that this was more towards the downside. I was wrong at first for sure. Like I thought I was shorting it already, and I most likely would have sold for a loss up here. But to see that nice flush, I mean, that's looking solid to the downside now, especially because the 5 minutes red. A lot of red volume on this 1-minute candle. And the 10 minutes not looking so hot. It broke the daily high, or it broke the, I guess the previous 10-minute high, but now it's pulled back and now it's below VWAP again. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I took that small little loss though. I mean, it could have been worse, honestly. So I lost on commissions there. Won on the trade, but lost on commissions. Go back and check ATER. ATER is kind of moving up here. The 5-minute doesn't look so bad. 10-minute doesn't look so bad either. If we can see this finish in a hammer doji like this, we can go ahead and see a move for the 10-minute high break, which is 1517, which is, I mean, it's literally like right here. So if we can see that break, let me see, this is a resistance spot here. So if we can see that this section break 1517 on the next, 10-minute candle, we're looking solid towards the upside, but just, it depends on what it's going to do in the next couple of minutes. WIMI. So WIMI's continuing higher here. Nothing significant, like I said, this is barely a 15-cent move here. That's huge right up, so nothing too crazy. If you take big size on it, then yeah, you can make maybe a couple hundred. Like if I took 1,000 shares on this, that would be $150, so that wouldn't be a bad move. We can go ahead and see a potential entry here on WIMI, but I don't really know where I want to enter on this one. We got 5 green candles in a row here. 10-minute looking, I mean, the 10-minute looks great. 10-minute looks fine. I kind of do want to see a better pullback though. It was kind of sideways here for a second, then you see this huge ramp up, and now we're seeing a huge candle coming down here, which kind of ruins the trend. I don't want to see it pull back too much. If I was to take position on this, I would want to take larger size, especially because it's only in the $4 range. I can definitely take a huge size on it. So here's my idea on this one. I'm going to go ahead and wait for the 10 minutes. We're going to wait for the 10 minutes candle to set up properly. It has the high of 58 here. I want to see it pull back a little more, and then we can go ahead and see another curl back up. But I don't want to see it finish low like this. 5 minutes not looking so hot, so we might actually have to wait for another 5-minute candle. Unless this can somehow pop up back up to 1450 or 450. It's at 445 right now. Okay, now, so what I want to see now is this 5-minute candle potentially hit VWAP and then finish high, finish around the 1450 area as well. So it needs to pull back a little more, maybe in 1 or 2 candles, and then we can see it pop back up. It just needs to be bought up, or at least sideways consolidate here for a little bit. If it can do that, then this is looking pretty good to the high, which is 458. That candle there. I just want to make sure that it holds this level. I don't want to take a position here and it actually just rejects. So we got support here a little bit. If it breaks that level, then we have another one here in the small range, but as you can see, it hit 450. We have a lot of sellers stack at 450, especially right after him 460. We have a 150,000 share seller there. Crazy. So here's the break of the 1-minute low. Now it's just kind of breaking lower. Let's see if it breaks the 5-minute low here. So it just broke the 5-minute low, almost touched VWAP, and now it's popping back up. It's exactly what I want to see, but I want to see it actually hold 440. On this next 1 minute, if we can see a break of 440, this is looking pretty solid. Break of 440 and hold though. We need to go back up to 450 and then break high a day, which is 460. I don't want to see it pull back. Another thing is the 1 minute's crossing here. I don't really like that. Yikes. Was not supposed to show that one. Okay, well, for some reason it rejected my order. Not sure what happened there. I definitely have the funds for it, so I can't understand why it rejected it. I had to read that message, but I wasn't supposed to show that on stream, so we're going to do something about that. Let's see. By the way, it's kind of just, it broke the 1 minute, but it's not looking super hot. Let's go back to ATER and see what's going on with that stock. So rejecting. 5 minute doesn't look so hot. WIMI also rejecting. What's the SPY doing? It's kind of just sideways. Facebook. Jesus, that's insane. I was gonna get in on a position up here at 378, betting it was gonna, you know, go down. I was I was betting Facebook was gonna drop in my options account, and I was supposed to take an entry here at 378, and that would have, you know, paid dividends right there for sure. That would have got a lot of profit on that. I would have definitely got a lot of profit on that one, but I didn't take it because I was too focused on I was too focused on some other stock. I don't remember what stock it was, and I completely forgot about taking a trade on Facebook. That's so unfortunate. I don't even know where this, you know, will continue, because it broke through its 50, which, I mean, that's a huge level. As you can see here, it's bouncing off the 50 like almost continuously, and now I guess it just has room to the 200. I mean, it's coming up to a resistance spot here at 340, but I mean, if it breaks that level, then we could see it move back to 320, which is the 200. That'd be impressive. So let's go back to WIMI. WIMI's just sideways right now. I would like to see this finish high, actually, because then I will take another try or jab at it. So I'm going to take position there, 500 shares at 440. Here we see a climb to 443. I have a 2-cent offset, so I kind of have to see this one continue. I see a breakthrough 443 there. Hidden seller, it looks like, because it's not breaking that level. As soon as we see 444, then this is looking pretty solid. My overall goal would be the 5-minute high to break, which would be 449. So I'm going to wait it out on this candle. It's not looking the best, especially because it's breaking down here. It broke the 1-minute high, but don't want to see this finish low necessarily. It might pull back a little bit, but I'm just going to wait it out. If it breaks this 1-minute low, I'm out. Just gonna wait it out a little bit. I think this is just pulling back. If it drops significantly towards like VWAP, then I'm also out. So I broke the 1-minute low there, but let's see, it hit our support line. See if it holds the support. VWAP. And stop out here. Can't even stop out. I'm trying to sell, but not getting filled. So there, I just filled. Okay, so that's basically it for today. Again, nothing moving. I expected this one to at least curl a little bit better, but market's kind of just dead right now. I'd say not a whole lot going on. I expected this one to make a little bigger of a move. There, it's back towards VWAP, and I don't know, just not feeling it. So shouldn't have even taken a trade today, honestly. But there's a $72 loss. That puts me down about, I don't even know how much on the week already. We'll calculate on a weekly recap most likely. So I think I might just be done for the week. I don't really feel like trading. I mean, it's Thursday. Market's kind of just choppy, slow. Not a whole lot going on, and I don't expect, you know, too much from Friday. I'll still come on Friday. I'll still see what the market has, but I probably just won't trade tomorrow. I'm glad I didn't take a trade on ATER though. That one was, you know, oh, well, I can't even type it in my order window. ATER. ATER is just sideways. Not really doing much. Say it's about the same as this day here, yesterday. I don't know. big rejections and false breaks, I guess. So that wraps it up for me. I'm done for today, and I'll go ahead and see you guys tomorrow.